Hi guys, for my slideshow, I'm going to be doing my IADLs on the care of others. The care of others is something that I have always kind of participated in. I am the oldest sibling and the oldest sister in my group. I have two younger brothers. It's really important to me. It's kind of built me up on who I am and definitely to who they are. The client factors, I feel like in child rearing for me, in childhood, the values was honesty to others. Not just others, but how to be honest with yourself, and being honest, telling the truth to people around you, teaching my brothers, that's the basics for children, how not to lie, not to steal. This kind of transferred over into adulthood kind of the same values, but just more honesty to self. Learning how to set boundaries, to stand your ground, to learn that it is okay to hold on to your boundaries even if it makes others uncomfortable. I'm able to use this now and being able to teach my daughter these same things. Also, as a child, for body functions and client factors, I put global mental functions, and this is because I was a very, very introverted child with everyone but my family. So I was so focused on making sure my brothers were taken care of. I wasn't really wanting to interact with the outside world. And now, obviously, I am not. Jumping back over to adulthood for client factors, body functions, especially having younger brothers, I have basically, not to brag, mastered control of voluntary movement. I'm always having to catch a ball or toys that have been thrown at me since childhood, and now I'm catching sippy cups, or was pacifiers, to now trying to take care of my own child. I am still catching sippy cups, pacifiers, and as Zoe is a bit clumsy, I am catching her when she falls, when she was learning to walk, and even now. Going on to performance skills with care of others, I would be teaching my brothers, just basic social interaction, how to initiate a conversation for Nick because he didn't want to have a conversation, and Banks, the youngest, how to stop a conversation because once you get him started, he is a chatterbox and will not stop until he makes it awkward. Now, as an adult, I feel like I am learning a whole different set of social interactions. With Zoe, she is teaching me not only to stand up for myself, but I'm having to advocate for her also. And she will also get you in the most awkward situations that you are either having to just jump right in and play along, or B, figure out a way to end that conversation. For example, she will have dance parties with strangers in public restrooms if there is a good beat going. Jumping back over to performance skills, also for processing skills in childhood, I kind of struggled, obviously, because I was the older sister. I was kind of bossy, trying to take care of them, but learning how to seamlessly adapt a performance if there was something that changed, it would just really throw me off. But now, as an adult, I'm able to develop and build those processing skills from taking care of my little brothers and everything they would throw at me, to now, nothing Zoe can do can faze me just about. I'm able to seamlessly adapt to different situations, different environments without stumbling. Next, I have performance patterns. In childhood, I had a routine set up just to care for my brothers. So I would help them in the mornings, just making sure after my mom had originally woken them up that they had gotten up, they had gotten their hair brushed, teeth brushed, because they were stinky little things and would have fibbed. Also, just making sure that they had everything they needed for school. And now as an adult, my routine is a little bit different, considering I am completely in control of the routine. I'm in charge of what's happening, I'm in charge of maintaining that routine, and I'm also in charge of instilling a routine in Zoe. Now, for my roles as a child in childhood, I was obviously a big sister and a role model to them, making sure they were able to look up to me and know that what I'm doing is right. My roles now in the caregiving roles are as a mother and a teacher. Obviously because I am a mother, but I'm teaching Zoe how to interact in society and community and be a valuable part of that community. The environmental and personal context for childhood for me, one of the ones would be support in relationships. It was just a really big focus considering I was their older sister. It was kind of my job to look out for them. Just a really big focus on immediate and our extended family, like our cousins, because we all kind of grew up really close together, just watching each other, taking care of each other. And that has transferred over into my adulthood by being able to differentiate between friendships, peers, community, knowing how to interact in all three environments or in all three relationships, being able to give respect and offer support to others. As I have kind of stated before, in the childhood, my upbringing and life experience was I was the oldest sibling of two younger brothers for the most part. We were both all raised by a single mom. And now, having had that caregiving experience my whole life, I'm able to pull that over into my role as a mother now. And my life experiences with Zoe, I'm able to have more confidence in my decision-making skills with her. I'm not questioning, am I doing the right thing? Because basically I was able to use my younger brothers as test dummies. As I get to activity demands in childhood with the care of others, most of that was focusing on me and the boys learning and teaching each other how to have manners in social situations, like when we go out in public. This transfers over into adulthood with my social demands. I am still teaching manners to my child, not so much learning them as much, and also trying to get my child to control her face and learn that her attitude sets the tone of the social situation. In childhood, with the sequencing and timing demands, we really only had to be home in time for bedtime to help my mom get the boys down or help each other get our daily routines down. With Zoe, I am just having to mostly plan our day around her nap time, which is at 2 p.m. because she goes to bed fairly late at about 9 o'clock and will wake up later in the mornings. So my day now is planned around her sleep schedule. The dynamic interaction of constructs I picked out was performance patterns and clients factors. As I have grown older and changed my normal daily IADLs from care of others to child rearing, I am able to use the knowledge and skills that I built upon the care of others to transfer over to my new roles as a mother instead of a big sister or oldest sibling role with confidence. I was also able to build a more firm belief in more firm values in my clients factors, just to know that my family is and will always be the most important thing in my life. And that's the end of this slideshow, but I just want to introduce you to my siblings and my mother. So from left to right, we have my middle brother, Nick. He is the Marine. My mother, this is at her 50th birthday party, me, obviously. And at the very right, that is my youngest baby brother, Banks. Thank you guys for listening, and these are my references.